Welcome to Let's Talk Sports in South Jersey. Philadelphia Union homegrown player Anthony Fontana scored a brace, including a late stoppage time winner, to give his side a 2-1 win over the New England Revolution, who were reduced to 10 men after a hard-fought Eastern Conference battle. He scored on a stunning blast in the dying minutes of the match to set off the celebrations after his goal in the 73rd minute on a chip over the goalkeeper opened the scoring. He came in as a sub in the 65th minute in place of starter Andrew Wooten. By the time Fontana was introduced in the game, the Reds were already down to 10 men after New England midfielder Matt Polster was shown his second yellow of the night in the 56th minute. But the short-handed Reds found a way to momentarily equalize in the 81st minute, with Tajon Buchanan putting away his first MLS goal thanks to a perfect through ball from Gustavo Bo, who came on to play the final 14 minutes. The Union controlled the proceedings in the first half and put consistent pressure on the Reds. The home team had a few decent looks, tallying 7 shots, but only managed to get 1 on target. New England struggled to get much going in the final third until just before the break, when Kalen Rowe nearly slotted one far post on Union goalkeeper Andre Blake. Good luck to the Union in their next match against the Montreal Impact. This is what happened in sports history this week. On September 14, 1954, Giants' Willie Mays gets 82nd extra base hit, breaks Mel Ott's record. September 15, 1978, Muhammad Ali beats Leon Spinks in 15 rounds for heavyweight boxing title. September 16, 1937, Redskins NFL franchise play first game in Washington at Griffith Stadium, defeat the New York Giants in season opener 13-3. September 17, 1978, after 6 losses to the New York Yankees in September, the Boston Red Sox finally score a 7-3 win over their arch rivals at Yankee Stadium. September 18, 1996, Roger Clemens ties his own Major League record with 20 strikeouts. September 19, 2008, Greg Maddux pitches his 5,000th career inning against the San Francisco Giants. September 20th, 1987, Chicago running back Walter Payton scores his NFL record 107th rushing touchdown in the Bears' 20-3 victory over Tampa Bay. I'll have more sports history fun facts next week. The Washington football team is undefeated with its new name, rallying for 27 unanswered points and erasing a 17-point deficit to stun the Philadelphia Eagles in the season opener at FedEx Field. Ron Rivera won his first game as Washington head coach. This game certainly was a tale of 2 halves, as the Eagles dominated Washington for the first 23:06 in blitzing to a 17-0 lead led by 2 Carson Wentz touchdown passes. After a 34-yard strike to Dallas Goedert, this game was all Philadelphia for a little while. Slowly but surely, Washington clawed its way back into the game, aided by 2 Wentz interceptions that led to touchdowns. In the fourth quarter, Wentz took a sack on a 4th and 4 at midfield that led to a Washington field goal, which tied the game at 17. Dwayne Haskins finished with no turnovers and a touchdown pass in the victory, making his first Week 1 start for Washington. Peyton Barber scored 2 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score with 6:13 to play. Goddard finished with 101 receiving yards and a touchdown for Philadelphia, while Wentz threw for 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The Eagles actually outgained Washington in total yards, but the 2 turnovers were the difference in this one. Washington won its season opener for the first time since 2018, and a home opener for the first time since 2014. The Eagles lost their first season opener under Doug Peterson and are 0-1 for the first time since 2015. Let's hope the Eagles get their first win of 2020 on Sunday. I went 3-3 in my picks. Houston Crashlands, the Eagles got their feathers plucked, Miami floundered, the Saints are marching in New Orleans, Arizona Pecs Jimmy G, and the LA Rams wide on Dallas. It's week 2 of the 2020 NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Cincinnati Bengals versus Cleveland Browns. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Los Angeles Chargers 26-23 on a missed field goal. The Browns lost big time 38-6 at Baltimore. I have the Cleveland Browns winning their first game of the 2020 season. Los Angeles Rams versus Philadelphia Eagles. The Los Angeles Rams opened SoFi Stadium with a 20-17 win over the Dallas Cowboys. The Philadelphia Eagles led 17-0 and gave the game away to the Washington football team. They lost 27-17. I predict the Philadelphia Eagles will bounce back and get win number 1. Fly, Eagles, fly. San Francisco 49ers versus New York Jets. The San Francisco 49ers lost their first game to the Arizona Cardinals 24-20. The Jets lost at Buffalo 27-17. I have the San Francisco 49ers winning and getting win number 1. Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers. The Detroit Lions did not come away with the win against the Chicago Bears and lost 27-23. The Green Bay Packers won in a wild game in Minnesota 43-34. I have the Green Bay Packers winning at Lambeau Field. Carolina Panthers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Carolina Panthers lost to the Las Vegas Raiders 34-30. Tom Brady's debut as a Buccaneer was spoiled as Tampa Bay lost at New Orleans 34-23. I predict the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win and give Tom Brady win number 1. New England Patriots versus Seattle Seahawks. The New England Patriots won 21-11 over the Dolphins in Foxborough. Cam Newton had 2 rushing touchdowns in his Patriot debut. The Seahawks won 38-25 at Atlanta. I have the New England Patriots winning and going to 2-0. Check in next week and we will see how everyone did. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio or through the podcast app or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC in Cherry Hill. Thank you for watching and keep those comments on, and I will talk to you next week.